Well, who doesn't love a good sunset? I know I love a good sunset, and especially when I'm using the Nikon D750 because I absolutely love the colors out of this camera. Now before, when I was sitting back at my apartment, I noticed there was going to be some high cloud on my Clear Outside app. It was saying 100% around about sunset time, and I thought, this is worth going and having an investigation. So I've come here to this marina. It's at Point Cartwright in Queensland, Australia. Now at the moment I'm going around and I'm trying to look for compositions, and the thing is the cloud keeps moving. It's just really crazy because the wind is really, must be full on up there because you can tell the way the clouds are shaped. The clouds keep going away, keep coming in. So I'm getting around this location. I'm looking for like frames that I can get come sunset and the color gets under those clouds. I want to be able to angle in any sort of direction. So I've been getting around doing some test shots with the D750, looking for different locations at the moment. Hopefully as the sun gets down a bit lower, I'll get into a final position and we'll go from there. Now one thing I'm really liking is these rocks in the foreground right here. They're covered in old oyster shells, and across the way there's the marina with the sun going down. So this could be a good foreground right here. Now that is depending, of course, how the tide is going to behave, because the tide I think at the moment is at its lowest. Always pays to look behind you. This is the beautiful thing about Point Cartwright. So what I've done is I've come from the marina because the cloud seems to have disappeared from that way, yet it has blown over this way, which is Point Cartwright Lighthouse right there, and looking down at Kawana Beach down there, so it's all high cloud. If that side isn't working, just quickly nip over about 100 meters to the beach side where it is working. So what I've done is I've settled on this position here where there's a bit of cloud both sides of me. Unfortunately on the marina side it really dissipated, so this is kind of like what I'm after. I'm just going to use this as a foreground. I'm going to put that in the left hand side of frame. I'm going to get that cloud out at sea there. And by the way, this is the little Manfrotto travel tripod that I use when I travel light. So I'm just traveling light this afternoon. I don't even have any of my filters. All right, now we're cooking. What I'm going to do is I'm going to expose for the sky. So that sky has just got that beautiful pink hue to it now. Let's get this shot. So on the foreground, I've got my dunes here. I've got the lighthouse up on the top left of screen. I'm shooting at f11. I'm going to get my ISO right down there, back down to the baseline of 100. I'm just exposed for the sky so I can bring up that foreground in post. It's always better to keep your highlights down, and with your darks you can lift them up much more easier than bringing back your highlights. I'm just going to push it and just check to make sure that I've got my focus right. It's just such a simplistic composition, yet it's just so beautiful. Well guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. A little bit back and forth this afternoon with the Nikon D750, but I eventually got there. As I always say, never stop creating. See you next time.